Hello, Capricorn. We have a story unfolding for you and me, and now it's not going to be for every Capricorn. That would be impossible, but it might just be for you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Straight out of the deck, the current energy is the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So you might find yourself being acknowledged or appreciated or lifted up and celebrated for the work that you do. With that Eight of Pentacles, that's your time, your energy, and your resources, and it involves really putting the hard work and effort into something and being acknowledged for it. Now, what's crossing this, though, is the Strength card and the Two of Wands in reverse. It strengthens you. It feels empowering to be acknowledged, right? But it almost feels like you're being pushed into a situation where you have to make a decision about what action you're going to take moving forward. And Capricorns don't like to be pushed into decision making at all. So what your higher self wants you to know, what's crowning the situation, is the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice in reverse. Your higher self really wants you to consider if there's going to be an imbalance of time, energy, and resources, because it's coming to you as a little Page of Pentacles. This little message about this time, this energy, and this resources here, it's for you. It's a little message that you could expound on, but like, your time means more to you than material goods, and that's something to really consider. What's being hidden is this Queen of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. That's what you can't see. You're being maybe asked to take on a leadership role where you're focused, you're good at it, communicating, being penetrative, knowing exactly what needs to be done, focused energy. And that can bring about this, what is that? The Nine of Pentacles energy, where you just create this garden of abundance around you, where you've done the hard work and you've like moved right into the nine, from the 8 to the 9, just reaping all the benefits. Now, the effects of the past, the thing that's kind of really affecting the current energy, is something you experience where we have the 10 of Swords, the 8 of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. It could be that a situation where you were seen before kind of put a target on your back. You may have been targeted or experienced some betrayal or backstabbing, and that is not something you're interested in at all. And like, the communication between people was not good, and it kind of pushed you into a position where you had to look for a new pentacle, this new Ace of Pentacles. It shoved you out of one place and had to move you into another to avoid being targeted. You know, I see a lot of Capricorns that experience this, where they're so good at compartmentalizing things and putting things where they need to go. And the better that they do, sometimes other people can't deal with that. Or, you know, sometimes your boss is intimidated because you ask questions. So, the future. The future, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out again. We have the Page of Wands, message about taking action. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. You're asking yourself, is this new opportunity, this new beginning for time, energy, and resources, am I willing to lose what is valuable to me in order to have this? Like that Five of Swords in reverse, winning at all cost. Is that my energy? Is that something I want to bring into my aura? Is that what I need to do? Now, what we see on the bottom of each deck is interesting. It's the Tower and the Four of Pentacles. The Tower is a sudden, like, unexpected event that occurs that shakes the foundation of things so that a new foundation can be laid that's more secure, more stable in its place. And then the Four of Pentacles, that's kind of like this securing resources feeling where you're holding all your pentacles tight to your chest. It could mean that this maybe lack mentality or scarcity mindset brings about this Tower moment where a sudden event occurs and it's really out of your hands. and it does make for a new foundation. But I think you're really questioning taking on a new role or a new space because of what it means for you in order to do so. So I pulled two cards of advice. Actually, two cards came out, and so I went with it. The first one is Druid. Hold the space. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you're supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles, and they had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what's unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. Then the next card that came out was Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Reap what you've sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady, known as the Empress in traditional tarot, is the representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She is abundant, bountiful, and creative being. She's closely connected to nature because it's her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet she's a representation of the goddess, Venus, too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord in this card. She holds an apple. Its seeds form a perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life. Fertility, growth, and abundance are all imminent when the lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you've planted are coming to life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you're making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance, opportunities, marriage proposals, even the birth of a child. She'll help you respect nature and connect with its forces in order to have genuinely supported journey through life. So I don't feel like you can lose. I think that you're nervous because of the events that have happened in the past. Like being spotlighted has put a target on your back in the past. And maybe that's not the story that unfolds this time. Maybe you're being recognized because you have exactly what it takes for everybody to succeed, for there to be enough abundance to go around. And I think I'm talking to a Capricorn that wants everybody to succeed. And who better put in a place to be able to do that? I know it's something that you're not going to decide lightly, but I hope that this reading helped. And if you'd like a private reading, you can check the website in my bio. Thanks.